Hello friends, in this video we will discuss physical change and chemical change. You can see the example on the screen. Here what is shown is ice is being melted into water. Provide the ice with some heat, it melts into water. What is the type of change happening here? Only the state is changing, the physical state of the matter is changing. Ice is solid, it is changing into its own liquid form, water. But the substance of ice is not changing here. The substance of ice and substance of water is very much the same. So such a change is called as physical change. Then what is the definition of physical change? See there, a change in which the composition of the substance remains the same. The composition of the substance doesn't change, it remains the same. Composition of the substance means the chemical composition of the substance, ice, its composition, chemical composition, and water, its chemical composition are very much the same. They are not different. So a change in which the composition of the substance doesn't change means the substance remains the same, but the shape change, only the shape changes, or the size could change, or the physical state could change. A physical change is one where the shape of the substance, size of the substance, or state of the substance changes, but the composition of the substance doesn't change. Composition means what it is made up of. What is ice made up of? What ice is made up of? A chemical called as H2O. Okay, whereas when it changes to water, there also the chemical composition is H2O only. You will learn in your higher class. Water comprises a chemical composition, chemical matter called H2O. Water in the form of ice, and water in the form of liquid water, and water in the form of water vapor. In all these states, three states, its chemical composition is same. It is H2O only. So the change has happened in terms of its physical state, but the substance is same. Such a change is called as physical change. See, ice, water, water vapor, all they look different. They show different physical properties. Physical properties means their state is different here. One is liquid, one is solid, one is gas. Liquid water is liquid. Gas, water vapor is gaseous. Ice is solid, but chemically they are same. The chemical composition is same. What is the chemical substance they are made up of? They are made up of the same chemical substance. Okay, you call it as H2O. You will learn it in higher class. See some more examples. You can see some examples here. Melting of butter on heating and its solidification on cooling. It is a physical change. Why do you call it as physical change? When you melt butter, you get liquid butter. You have not heated it too much. If you heat it too much, it becomes ghee. But we are not doing that here. We are only converting solid butter to liquid butter. Slightly heating, solid butter becomes liquid butter. Then the substance has remained same. It is butter only. You have not got a new substance. Only its physical state changed from solid to liquid. So such a melting of butter is called as physical change. Same way, solidification of butter on cooling. Liquid butter, you cool it, keep it in the freezer, it becomes solid butter. That is also a physical change, because you have not got a new substance. The composition of the substance is same. Stretching of a rubber band, its shape has changed, size has changed, means length has changed, but the substance has remained the same. So it is physical change. Breaking of a glass, breaks into pieces, but the substance has remained the same. So it is physical change. Dissolving salt in water. Take some water, dissolve it in water. Take some salt, dissolve it in water. You get a salt solution. Okay, but the substance has not changed. Salt has remained as salt, water has remained as water. Only they have mixed into each other. That's it. So it is a physical change. You have not got a new substance. So they are all physical change. But when you observe these changes, melting of butter into liquid butter, stretching of a rubber band, breaking a glass, they are all physical change. You have not got a new substance. But these are examples of reversible change. You can reverse liquid butter into solid butter by cooling. You can reverse the shape of the rubber band by releasing it after stretching. Okay, whereas even when you dissolve some amount of salt in water, you can get back the salt from water. You can separate them by heating. Water evaporates, you can condense it into water again separately, whereas salt remains at the bottom. So you have separated salt and water. These are all reversible physical change. But some physical changes are irreversible also. For example, breaking a glass into pieces. It is a physical change. You have not got a new substance. But it is irreversible change. Cannot get back the glass in its original shape. Same way, some more physical changes which are irreversible. You tear a paper into pieces. It is a physical change because you have not got a new substance. It is only pieces of the same paper lying before you. So it is a physical change, but it is irreversible. Torn papers cannot be made into its original shape. Chopping of wood means cutting it to pieces. Again, you have not got a new substance. It is a physical change. It is a physical change because you have not got any new substance there. The composition of the substance is same. Wood pieces and the whole wood, the chemical composition is same. Whereas it is irreversible because from the chops of wood, pieces of wood, you cannot get back the whole wood. Coming to chemical change. What are chemical changes? What change do you call as chemical change? A change in which new substance has been got. You have got a new substance. That is called as chemical change. There is a change in the chemical composition of the substance, and there is a new substance that you have got. A new substance is formed. That change is called as chemical change. Example, burning of a paper. When you burn a piece of paper into ash, you have got a new substance. Ash, in its chemical composition, it is entirely a new substance. So it is a chemical change. And most of the chemical changes are irreversible. Okay? Example, cooking of a chapati out of dough. Dough converted into chapati. Chapati chemically is entirely different, a new substance. Chapati is a new substance in terms of its chemical substance. Curdling of milk. Milk changing into curd. Curd is chemically different substance. A new substance you have got. So it is chemical change. Burning of paper we have discussed. Boiling of an egg. A boiled egg, in its chemical composition, it is a different substance. Burning of a candle wick also. When you burn a candle wick means batti. The batti. Okay, candle wick, when you burn it, the substance you have got there, the burned substance, the black burned substance is a new substance in terms of its chemical composition. So it is a chemical change. Not only this, one more important example under chemical change is rusting. Metals like iron rusts, even copper rusts, silver rusts, but iron rusts very fast. Iron rusting means what? So when it reacts with air and moisture, when iron reacts with air and moisture, so iron loses its strength. It corrodes. corrodes. Corrodes means it loses its strength, and this rusting eats up the iron slowly. So you see a brown substance depositing on the iron nail. For example, you take an iron nail, make it to react with air and moisture, means expose it to air and react moisture. It rusts. You see a brown substance depositing on it. That is called as rust. That is entirely different in terms of its chemical composition. That is why rusting is a chemical change. Iron nail is made up of iron, whereas the rust is Iron oxide is a different chemical. You will learn it in next class in your higher classes. See, these are very important examples when we discuss chemical change. Burning of a paper into ash is a chemical change because ash is a new substance in terms of its chemical composition. Iron articles rusting, for example, iron nail rusting. Rusted iron nail is a new substance. Rust is a new substance. So rusting is a chemical change. Curdling of milk. Milk becoming curd is a chemical change because curd has a new substance. Its composition is entirely new. Burning of a candle wick. See this activity. Take a candle, light it with a matchstick. You see the wick of the candle as it burns. What happens? It gives light and heat. Of course, when you light up a candle, it gives light and heat. But what happens to the wick? Batti, wick, what happens to it? It converts into a new substance. So can you get back the wick in its original form? No, you cannot. So the composition of the wick after burning, the wick's composition has entirely changed. You have got a new composition in the burnt wick. That is why it is a chemical change. So this table gives a summary of chemical change and physical change, the difference between physical and chemical change. In physical change, no new substance is formed, whereas in chemical change, new substance is formed. See the example. Just stretch a rubber band, its shape and size changes, but you have not got a new substance. Whereas the example of chemical change, burning a candle wick, you have got a new substance there. After burning, the candle wick becomes black, it changes into a new substance. So it is a chemical change. In the next class, in the next video, we will discuss other ways of bringing about change.